Hey guys, this is Minibots. Welcome to another episode of Saigon Geeks. This time we're on beautiful Phu Quoc. We came here during the rainy season, so we've been confined to the in-laws shop house for most of the weekend. So that gave me plenty of time to play MtG Arena, and this is what I'm going to talk about today. You guys want to try a different kind of video. So if you've been reading my tweets and my Instagram, I wasn't too into MtG Arena for a while, actually complaining a lot about the accusations of algorithm and win-loss ratio and land distribution and mirror match for ranked for decks and stuff like that. But I'm starting to I kind of don't care anymore, and you know, I've been doing my dailies a lot. I recently, just with the gems from winning, I got the mastery pass once I learned that I could get all the rewards that I missed once I buy it. Like if you buy it on the last day and you had 100 XP, you'll get all the rewards for that. So I did, and yeah, I quite enjoy playing it, mostly because all of the other games I try are kind of boring to me. And last weekend, if you were playing MTG between the 4th and the 9th of September, you could try, I always forget the name, the Eldraine Courtside Brawl, which is introduction to Brawl format on MtG Arena, a much needed new format to make the game a bit more interesting, because let's face it, ranked and unranked is pretty limited, and not everybody has the ranked, the gold and the gems to do the drafts. And also historic is already a flop. Historic it's already a flop before it even started. So for me, I've never played Commander, so to play Brawl is quite nice, it's quite interesting, and we got to see a preview of Eldraine, Thrones of Eldraine, so that's a nice little exclusive thing that arena players got for free. So yeah, I played throughout the event, because you could unlock some cards that you can only use them through direct challenges, and for that you need friends, and who's got friends anyways. So yeah, I played a few games. I did a win. I was bored. I was stuck in the rain in the house for 3 days straight. So I did a win-loss ratio of each deck that I'll show you through this beautiful Excel sheet. You can see that there's not the same amount of games played for each deck, because I didn't keep only my win-loss ratio, because not everyone has the same kind of play style for Magic, and this is what makes Magic interesting. But anyways, so yeah, you can see that most people did not play Knight's, what's it called, Knight's Charge. Did really terrible. Actually, most of the wins it got were from games against itself, but Wild Bounty and Fairy Schemes did really well. So if you're gonna buy a paper Brawl deck, I would advise Wild Bounty. For me was the most fun to play, so you should try that. I also made a pie chart for you guys. I'm gonna show it here. Beautiful pie chart. My wins. You can see that Knight's Charge was clearly left in the ash. I mean, left in the dust. I think Knight's Fury for me has the best new card ratio if you're buying the deck. And flavor-wise is my favorite deck. I love Knights. I love playing with equipments, but it didn't do well against the other decks. What's interesting though is that this next set, being Fairy Tales, looks like it's going to introduce a lot of Knights cards, so you can make a nice Knight tribal deck, black and white, in the future. So that's going to be interesting. Finally, the flavor of this set is really cool. I much enjoy it. I mean, I'm liking this set just from what I've seen so far. I don't really care about the trailer, the Shrek trailer. But okay, so for Ravnica, I hyped myself up, right? And then I think it was a bit of a letdown. And for Thrones of Eldraine, I had no expectations. I didn't hype myself up, so I couldn't go down because I didn't hype myself up, right? So pretty happy with the flavor right now. I mean, anytime you take classic fairy tales or just classic novel stories and put a twist on them like that, the dark or a bit humoristic, you're gonna have a success. If you look at the movies, the comics, and the games that do that, it's always pull it off. Not movies though, but for everything else, usually works really well. So yeah, let's take a look at some of the cards that I like from the deck. Not necessarily mechanics, but flavor, art, name, style. So let's take a look at that. Hey everyone, we're back here in Ho Chi Minh City. I didn't have time to finish the video on Phu Quoc because we got some good weather, so I wanted to enjoy the weather while it lasted. Didn't last that long for the rainy season. So I said in the other clip that we would talk about, I would look at the cards from the decks, but instead I'd rather look at the cards that have been spoiled so far for Thrones of Eldraine. Today is September 14th, so up until now, let's take a look at the cards that have been spoiled so far. Okay, I hope everybody can see me good. So as I was saying, the flavor, man, if you go with fairy tales, like into the story, look at that card. Just amazing. This art is just crazy. The boundary between real and imaginary is as thin as the page and just as easily torn. Alright, so loving this card. A lot of dragons, a lot of foxes for knights. I don't know if they're miniature elves, not for knights, for elves, miniature elves, or they're giant foxes, probably the latter, but I quite enjoy imagining it, tiny foxes. So there's a couple of those fox riders. Cauldron Familiar, quite like Cauldron Familiar. Galdric the Wizard, just beautiful card. Of course, this guy, maybe the cousin or another relative from the trailer. This card, True Love's Kiss, just amazing. Sir Eleonora with the German card. See a lot of female knights, which is cool. I guess representation is what you gotta do in 2019. Kenrith, the Returned King. I'm told he's something special, but I don't know the lore. If you guys can share with me the lore of who he is, I'll appreciate it. This is just awesome. Claim the Firstborn. So dark. That looks like a kraken. Also looks really cool. This card looks a lot like a card that I had made for two cards that I mixed together for my custom set, which you can take a look at on SaigonGeeks.com. I haven't touched it in a while, but it's fun to make some custom Magic cards, attempting a whole set that takes base in my D&D campaign that I'm DMing. You can also read those adventure. You can read the sum up of the adventures on the SaigonGeeks.com. Also, another fox, and here we have, I don't know if that's supposed to be mirror, but we have the equivalent of the goblins with the red hood, red cap, really cool. Okay, the art looks really cool here. This looks amazing. Lochmere Serpent with the head under the water, just some beautiful stuff. This goes hand in hand with magic. Another Fox Rider here, Witch's Vengeance with the 3 witches, looks really cool. The classic fairy tale. Giant Killer, the guy with the magic beans. Human peasant, really cool. I don't want to take a look at the mechanics. You can do that on your own, or you can pause the screen. I just want to go quickly so you don't get bored, and we can take a look at the flavor together. Look at that amazing art. Joust, Murderous Rider, also beautiful. Wicked Wolf, really cool. Doom Foretold. That's, oh man, there's something about black and white together that just goes so well. Okay, Beast, 3-headed weird beast. Okay, another Fox Rider, really cool. This one was wearing shoes made of glass. She'll be no ordinary prey. Tracking Cendrillon. And then we got the pumpkin stuff. There's rats here. I haven't read the fairy tales in a long time. Wicked Guardian instead of Wicked Witch. Once Upon a Time. I mean, once you have the title in a set, come on. Oh man. Oh my lord, lord. Woo. This is epic, man. If they made like a book of art, like giant book, people would buy that, like just, or people will go after the prints from the artists, I hope. Who made that? All right, let's take a look at that guy later off screen. All right, the lands look okay. Griffin looks cool. Oko, I heard he's a big deal. All right, I don't know much about the lore, so for me it's okay. Nothing special. Command tower, you need it. I love this corridor monitor. I love little artifacts. This is like the Beast, Beauty and the Beast, right? With the little animated stuff, mimic. Frogify. This that's one of my favorite cards. Okay, it's a blue frog creature. Amazing, amazing. So this card you can unlock when you did the Brawl event that I was talking about earlier. Shambling suit looks really cool. Classic animated suit, man. This gonna go really well if you want to do another. I use a lot of MTG for my D&D inspiration. I make some conversion for NPC or monsters from Magic cards. I already made Elemental Brawler and Murmuring Mystic. If you want to read, take a look at that. SaigonGeeks.com again. Taste of Death looks amazing. We're gonna take a look at Chris Rallis also after. I mean, come on. Skull Apples. 6 though, expensive. Thorn Mammoth. I was winning a lot of games with that. Banish into Fable. How cool is that? Oh my god. Just like, imagine the artist who got the commission and they're like, you want me to what? And you're gonna pay me? Heck yes. I don't know if they pay a lot, but Shimmering Dragon, a blue dragon, it just looks really cool, goes really well with artifacts too. And this is the card that I'm most excited about. Knight's Charge. Let's go at Paul Scott Canavan later. Okay, Knight's Charge. Whenever a knight you control attacks, I know I said I wouldn't look at the mechanics, but I was talking about making black and white knight decks earlier because I love Corpse Knight, and now you have Knight's Charge. Whenever a knight you control attacks, each opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life, and then for 8 you sacrifice it, return all knight creature cards from your graveyard to the battlefield. So cool if you can wait until you get 8. And then yeah, it's so cool. I was gonna say something, but then I realized it made no sense. Gluttonous Troll. Eating chicken? No goats? Sir Gwyn instead of Gywin. So when I said left in ash earlier, if you got that joke, Hero of Ashvale, even the name has flavor. How cool is that card? Would you follow that chick into battle? Yes. And then another great card. Bake into Pie. Zoltan Boros, who made Boros cards, I believe. My secret ingredient, well, I can't tell you that, but here's a hint. It's not love. The big bad wolf in the pie. Just so cool. I love that stuff. I mean, slaying fire. You'll be able to build a fable, you know, by using these cards. Just like the potential is just a bit deeper, you know, for a scenario, for some fun, more fun when you play Magic. Is not just, you know, some people just see numbers, and I like to take a look and think that at the art and think that it's actual knights fighting, not just 1/1s or 2/2s. And I think that's how a lot of people get addicted to Magic the Gathering. I mean, Jesse, the Blankard, he loves playing green and white. Feels like he's with the good guys, right? I like black and white. That's my favorite flavor. Ambereth Paladin riding some Basilic. Piper of the Swarm, we all know that story. How cool that they put it in. And everybody hates rat decks. If you love rat decks, you're a douche. Alright? There's just no way around it. But you can embrace the douche, and now you can have fucking discard Piper rat deck. Go for it, bro. I'll concede. I'll give you the win. I don't want to play against it. Just really cool though. Look at that art. Like this guy, I think I'm gonna have to make a conversion soon. The green giant, beanstalk giant, fighting against the other guy earlier. Garruk is back. Order of Midnight. That's how I understood the adventure stuff. Really cool. Smith and Sword Master, killing dragons left and right, or just swamp monsters. Really cool. Zombie Knight. Who doesn't like Zombie Knights? Raise your hand. Nobody. Yeah, he looks cool. He looks like the Lord of the Rings movie king, guys. Another Wintermoor commander. A commander for your knights. Midnight Clock just looks great. I mean, look at all that art. Look at all that art. This just looks so good. The imagination that was fueled by the set is so cool, so great. Gilded Goose and a Golden Egg, come on. Alright, this is what I like. You have the witches. That's one little thing that I enjoyed. You have the witch's cottage. You have the witching, not wishing, witching well. Oh. Ooh. Oh my, I hadn't seen those. There's two. Ah. Oh, it's darker. Oh my. Oh, full more night. Draw a card and oh, it's perfect. Zombie Knight, Human Knight on a giant crow, or is she a tiny knight? Oh my god. I'm in awe. I'm gonna have to buy some paper cards. You got me, Magic. I hadn't bought any stuff. Etienne Forest. I'm in for the draft. I mean, I'm trying to save money. Oh my. This mad lad. Oh my god, this looks so cool. I mean, how can you fail? Look at that. These are cards that you can hold in your hands? No, yeah, the 7 Dwarves card, right? Come on. Okay, well, that's it. These are the cards. I just wanted to showcase a bit to share my excitement for the set after the War of the Sparks, the Ravnica kind of disappointment. This is great news. This is really exciting. Right now, if you're playing standard 2020, the meta is kind of gross. I'm not gonna lie, the meta is kind of gross. I might make a video about what I have, my elemental deck, so that because you get 200 XP, so I'm trying to finish the mastery tree before the 26th of September, and this is a way to go around the weekly XP cap, which is a huge stupid thing that people don't like. Maybe they realized that there's not enough XP available. You cannot finish the tree before the 26th of September, so maybe they made that. Maybe that's to make people like me addicted. I don't know, but I'll show you this. The deck is just all my Chandras with all my land elementals, Risen Reef, and the other the guy, the 4-color, the 3-color guy, the leader of the elementals, and Feel of the Dead, and that's it's just it just explodes. So There's not much behind it. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this kind of video. It wasn't a playthrough video. I tried something different. Is this thing recording? No. I tried to do something different because I find that I quite enjoy people talking, watching videos on YouTube of people talking and sharing their feelings and their emotions and their thoughts and their opinions and their expertise on some topics. I'm not an expert at Magic, far from there. I actually am pretty bad at it, and I don't know much about the lore, or I'm not an investor or anything like that. But I'm getting into it, so I wanted to try something different also, to just try to, you know, be a bit different. I think it's boring to always see the same thing. So thank you for watching, everyone. If you have any suggestions, things you want to see, things you want to talk about, things you want to share, go ahead and tell me all that stuff, man. I wanna talk with you guys. So, and of course, if you like this video, press the thumbs up, smash the like button. If you liked the video, please give it a like. That's how it works. If you want to see more, subscribe. I never click the bell button because I don't like the notifications. If you like that, you can do it. I'm trying to do one video a week at the moment, and so far it's been almost going through for the last 3 months. And we also have Saigon Geeks.com if you prefer to read. We have some other things, and we are on Instagram and Twitter. If I already shared at the beginning of the video, but here they are again. Thank you very much, everyone, for your time. I hope you enjoyed, and stay tuned for Viet sub updates if they're not already here. All right, see ya, guys. I'm doing something stupid because I need to put the video suggestions here, and also there's going to be a bubble somewhere for you to click on the channel if you got here from the YouTube rabbit hole. All right, thank you guys. See ya. That's enough stupidity.